And today my speech is on underage drinking, and what my purpose is to try to inform teenagers and parents, of course, what the dangers are of drinking and what harm can be done and what can happen to them or the risks they take for underage drinking. Um, I feel that this will be beneficial, hopefully informative, and to help explain to the parents again what they can do to help their teenagers not drink. Um, According to the 2017 Monitoring the Future survey, alcohol consumption continues to show significant long term declines among the nation's 8th, 10th, and 12th graders. For the three grades combined, and the proportion of students reporting lifetime annual and past month consumption are at the lowest levels since the study began. However, after years of steady decline, the trends in binge drinking, defined as 5 or more drinks in a row in the past 2 weeks, appears to be leveling off in 2017, but still significantly lower levels than peak years. One of the effects of teenage drinking is the most serious one, of course, is that leads to adult dependence. After several years of drinking as a teenager, when you become an adult, you want the drink and nothing will change your mind. And that's all you think about doing. It's very hard to keep your job, to keep your license, um, to be able to function as an adult. Uh, 40% of all alcohol related car crashes involve alcohol. Do you want to be responsible for somebody's life? Do you want to lose your life? Because that's what will happen. It's not a if it will or when it will happen. Either you will cause the accident or you will be involved in an accident because of alcohol. Um, and other effects of teenage drinking include decreased inhibitions that may lead to risk taking behaviors, such as you're not thinking clearly when you're under the influence of alcohol. You may find out in a month that you're going to have a baby because you weren't um, clear headed to think of the risk that you were taking. Um, the way I see that preventing teenage alcohol use is by parents talk to your teenagers about the use, and parents also, if you are going to drink, please set a good example. If parents drink, they should do so responsibly and never drive under the influence. Yeah, don't ever let your child, teenager, adult see you drive while under the influence. They should be getting involved in groups such as DARE, um, involves local police officers coming into school and talking with you. It's not a bad idea. I wish some of my friends had done that. And underage drinking is an epidemic. In the United States, consuming alcohol under the age of 21 is considered underage and against the law. So you can and will go to jail, especially if you're driving. You will get a DWI. They are not easy in New York on DWIs anymore. It also comes with legal consequences, including mandatory community service, suspended driver's license, fines, and potential time in jail, depending on the crime. Not only do teenagers and individuals put themselves in danger, they also put others in jeopardy if they get behind the wheel of a car or become violent. Would you be willing to take that risk? Um, there's a graph here that I want to show you, and it's for the 8th, 10th, and 12th graders in 2017. Um, it shows in the past month when they've been drunk and the binge drinking and drank daily, which is the lowest, but drank in the past month and been drunk, and the binge drinking I think is a bit high. So I would like you to take a look at this. And I did do some research, and I feel that, as a young teenager myself, we've all experienced it. We've all um, wanted to be in the crowd. Well, I understand the peer pressure. There is a lot of peer pressure with the alcohol, but just say no. And I know it's easier said than done, but like I said, if you choose to do the alcohol or the crime or whatever have you, you should better expect to do the time because it will ruin your life or somebody else's. And, this little paper that I have here says, and this is pretty much more for the parents, but it says 5 reasons why teens should not drink alcohol, by Dean A. Bergen. He says there has been extensive study on the development of the teenager's brain in the last 20 years, and some of the findings that have come out of this research is that teenagers should not drink because the damage alcohol does to the adolescent brain could have lifelong lasting effects. These changes are most likely to occur in the brain's prefrontal cortex, an area responsible for executive functioning, decision making, planning for the future, judgment, and controlling impulses. When teens drink, alcohol could disrupt development at a time when they're making important decisions about their lives, schools, careers, relationships. Alcohol can also affect how the brain disseminates information into long term memory, a crucial element in the process of learning. Alcohol can also affect visual spatial functioning, the ability to read distance properly or follow directions on a map. Boys in particular can be affected in their ability to retain verbal information. Research suggests that teens who drink are more likely to be killed in accidents. And in the US, 3 teens die every day due to drinking and driving, have trouble in school over the law, or take to using illicit drugs than teens who do not consume alcohol. So what can you do as a parent to create limits and boundaries and model a no drinking policy? Well, this says here to establish firm rules for your teen. Create a no tolerance policy that includes a clear consequence your teen can expect if he or she is caught. Drinking. Set an example of moderation. Follow the rules of dietary guidelines, which suggest no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men, if you're over 21. Talk about the truths with your teen. Drinking can cause all kinds of health related issues. When drunk, people slur their words, stumble and look ridiculous, and make poor decisions by abandoning their judgment. Encourage extracurricular activities. Research has found that teens who are involved in volunteer activities, sports, music, drama, or anything that helps them gain confidence and keeps them socially busy are less likely to be involved with alcohol. Finally, and this will be basically the end, I'll always give your teen an out. If your teen is at a party where there is drinking, tell him or her, I don't care where you are, who you're with, or even if you lied to get there. Call me and I will come and get you. No questions asked. It's better to keep your teen safe than sorry. That's a pretty good paper there. Like I said before, I have dealt with lots of trauma in my teenage years with a lot of friends deciding to drink and drive, and they've lost their lives. And because of that, this is why I am trying to deter teenagers from drinking and driving. I hope you enjoyed this speech, and I hope you've gained some information. Thank you.